What is the creative circle? Well, it's as much a gathering of people as it is a connecting of creative energy. It's not necessarily a place, it's a feeling. And it started with my live streams, it evolved to my Facebook group, and it is just sort of carried on into Zooms and creative circle conversations. And I don't know, maybe it should have been called Creative Connection, because that's what I feel like we do. As creatives, we gather strength, energy, inspiration, and laughter anytime we gather. And we might gather in a live stream, we might gather face to face if you live close enough, we might gather in a Zoom. And to me, the whole idea of connecting with other creatives is to lift them up, because when I lift them up, they lift me up. So it's kind of a win-win. So that is all to say, I want to introduce you to a few people from the creative circle who took a chance when I said, hey, let's put together a showcase so I can showcase some of your art. And we can talk about the fact that you have YouTube channels, you have Etsy shops, you have your own groups, you have classes that you're teaching. And let's go out and meet more people. Let's generate more creative connections, because those threads that connect us, they make us stronger together. And you don't ever have to worry about shining your light too brightly, because when you do, somebody else wants to step right up there and grab you by the hand and say, hey, let me see what you've been doing, because I bet you're going to inspire me too. So I'm going to showcase 9 pieces of art from 8 very talented women that are a part of my creative circle connection group, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you will go visit their YouTube channels and subscribe. I hope you will go look at their Facebook pages. I hope you'll go to their Etsy shops and support them, because they're all marvelous. We have a wide variety of creatives, and to me, a creative is not somebody who stitches, which is what I primarily do. It's not somebody who paints and does collage. It's somebody who does any of those things. If you're a cake decorator, if you're a landscaper, you probably have some kind of creative tendencies, and we would love to know more about you. So take a look at this showcase, go visit these artists and support them, and let them know you want to be connected. First, I'd like to introduce you to Margaret Berry. This is her forest quilt called Love You Queensland. Margaret is a multidisciplinary artist. She does quilts, handmade books and journals, jewelry, watercolor, baskets. She knits. She is a really talented artist, and I hope you'll go check out her website and her Facebook page and see more of her beautiful work. These next 2 pieces are by Andrea Johnson, who lives in the UK, and she has done a great many of different arts and crafts, although she mainly works with textiles. And she has a real passion for design, costume, embellishments, and uses both traditional and contemporary techniques. And what I really find interesting about Andrea is the way she will research the historical techniques and then bring those into her contemporary work, and bringing the old and the new together in a unique way that is absolutely Andrea. Please go check out her YouTube channel and her Facebook page. You'll find both of those under Birdie Goes Crafting. JoAnn Jackson is the artist behind this absolutely stunning ribbon and lace bird's nest. JoAnn said her grandmother taught her how to crochet doilies with fine thread when she was just 12 years old, and she has been drawn to lace and the look of fine cotton thread ever since. Her Etsy shop is called The Glory Shop, and there you can see more of her beautiful shabby chic and Victorian elegant art. Please go check her out. Next up is Terry Fitzpatrick, and Terry is also a very talented artist in many areas. This is just one of her beautiful ephemera packs that she has for sale in her Etsy shop. She creates beautiful packets of ephemera for paper lovers. You can use them in your junk journals, make greeting cards, any of your collage projects that you might want that little something extra for. Terry also makes beautiful jewelry. She teaches painting classes, and you need to go check out her Etsy shop, her Facebook page, and find her on Instagram. Carol Webster is our next artist, and you might already be familiar with her work.
especially if you follow someone called the Teabag Artist, because that's where Carol's work begins. Those humble little tea bags that so many of us just toss out into the compost pile, Carol salvages and creates beautiful pieces of art. And she has just launched a newly updated class teaching you how to do the very same thing. So you need to go check out her website, her Instagram page, and check out that class that she's got, and maybe you can make some tea bag art of your own. This lovely vintage journal comes from the artist Trudy Craig, and Trudy has been an arts and craft maker all her life. She is addicted to all those vintage materials and papers and makes beautiful junk journals that you can check out over on her YouTube channel. Stop by and say hello. Next up, we have Vicki Brown, and just like the rest of the artists in this showcase, she is multi-talented. She has done a little bit of everything. If you do it with paper, Vicki's probably done it already. She is a longtime journal maker and makes beautiful books of all kinds, like this lovely Coptic book. Vicki does have an Etsy shop that you can go check out, and you can also find her over on YouTube and see what she has been up to lately. Whenever I think of vintage lace and fabrics, I think of this artist, BRYMER, who creates exquisite vintage journals that take us back in time. Lori's mom taught her that things discarded alongside the road were just waiting for the right person to pick them up and bring them back to life again. And that's exactly what Lori does with her beautiful journals. Please check out her YouTube channel and you will see her love of lace and fabric and all things old come to life. I hope you've enjoyed meeting just a few of the talented artists that are part of my creative circle. Remember, we meet in the Facebook group, we meet in the weekly live streams, and we meet by going around and visiting each other. Please go see them, go say hello. I believe the best way we can support one another is to simply show up. Let's look at each other's art. Let's share each other's art. Let's talk about not just what we're doing, but what wonderful creative things somebody else is doing too. Because you know, we're all stronger together. We all gain energy and inspiration from one another.